Alright, tell me when it's up.
Should we up now?
Okay.
Alright.
There we go. I'm in.
If you can figure out who done it, then only
My phone's about to die, but you know, who the fuck cares?
I'll punish everyone besides.
I realize it's 5%, so it's probably gonna die in like the next few minutes. But, you know, whatever.
Make clear we should deliver the fatal blow.
By the way, remember, my thing is a bit delayed, so, you know.
Oh no.
So, you know, I'll try whatever. Oh, I forgot since, like, no one speaks at all. Or at least, like, I wouldn't have to speak at all, so.
It appears it was a head wound. According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument?
Oh, I forgot I can't see now.
What?
Chihiro's fatal. It appears that according to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt? I bet it was an iron pipe. It certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Lord Chihiro.
Chihiro's. It appears it was a head wound. According to the Monokuma file, the kill. What kind of blunt? I bet it was an iron pipe.
Oh damn.
Oh, damn. I'm assuming it was for that guy, Yasuhiro. What's his name? Yeah, it's Yasuhiro. There we go.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal...
Don't tell me it's gonna cuck me out for, like, all these fucking streams, or what's it called, class trials, yeah?
Maybe just this one, I don't know.
Hopefully it's just this one.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on that.
Go look at that fire, pull it out, clip that you sent me.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite...
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer,
Wait,
Genocide Jack.
Christ. Did he
But
really kill Shiro?
lines of white noise will appear in the structure reaction. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But the way to keep these white noise from getting in your way, press the X button to attach the silencer, which can use to shoot down white noise. However, you shouldn't actually remark if your silencer and white noise, the time limit would decrease to take aim. Oh, but it actually gets at the gentle, the white noise won't appear at all. Because you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. And I guess what I have it set to. I might change it, to be honest.
This is really funny. I forgot about this clip. That's kind of funny. God, why is like the Phoenix right shit just like peak? Like these clips are peak. They're so fucking stupid.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every...
Oh, that's
Never mind. You know what? I'm gonna stop looking for the clip.
No.
It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other character.
Bloodlust is crazy.
Something that has never been made public.
Never made public?
I mean, I can agree, bro, but like, keep that to yourself.
No, I'm not mistaken. It has to do with position of the body.
What was I using my phone at?
Apparently, genocide Jack.
What's that? 5%. Okay, so I still got a little while.
Spends the body in a certain. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher ups in the police department.
Spends the body in a certain way, he
Most
says.
definitely suspended in the same way.
I still don't exactly know why my thing is really fucking delayed, and it's getting kind of annoying.
High-level police officials were aware of it. There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is...
Did you make any of the ray guns?
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on
Oh.
a sec. Toko has like...
No, but like, do you intend to make any ray guns for the Alpha Easter egg?
What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Oh.
Is Toko Genocide
Which one?
Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle.
Have fun with purple. Especially,
Okay, well, maybe that way Toko, but also not to be Toko. She's not one person, but multiple people, right?
if you get the, what's it called, honestly, I'd
Hangman
say,
Gambit!
I think
something.
it's, fuck, okay, I don't know. It's storage facility? No, not storage, fuck. Transfusion facility. Also, by fire, I'm pretty sure it's Chihiro. Wait, no. No, it can't be Chihiro, since there's no extra I.
And plus it's SBSCH. Oh!
Sif? Sif head? I don't know. What is it? Jim?
I don't know.
Shipped? Shipped? I honestly, I have no idea, Fire.
Oh!
What?
Schizo!
Schizo. That's the last word I expected to come up. Okay, wow. Schizo.
Is it because
Damn,
Genocide
okay.
Jack has a split
We got shouts to the
I
schizophrenics
read
chat
that
right
somewhere
now.
in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have
Many people in chat. Oh, it's only one person.
identity dis-
Oh,
Well,
okay.
me.
But
Never
still,
mind.
to go and say that about Miss Fukawa.
Yo, that one person in chat is awesome. What
Toko's
do you think,
strange
Genser?
behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then...
I can't believe I'm
when she
watching
woke
this on my phone instead of actually like in the fuck, dude.
Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey! Are you dead? What is the front and the back?
Oh, so I can get sick audio. Awesome.
That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention...
God,
she
like
was
hearing how
able
loud
to
my mic
possess
sounds.
herself.
See how loud my mic sounds in general? I gotta turn this
She
shit
was
down again.
utterly- In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle
There we
blood,
go.
and one that
This seems
obviously
right.
can't.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room,
What do y'all think?
because she was scared of Jennifer.
I should realize when my
reason
phone
she
dies,
locked
probably
herself
just like
in
go to
her room
YouTube,
wasn't
like
to
on my
keep
TV.
other people
Grand Cinema
from
Live
getting
safe for
in.
that
It
one.
was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, Just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right?
This is all a lie. Right?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little
can you, like,
story.
save
I
whenever
didn't
during the
ask
class
you to.
trial?
This is the real.
I could, but we're almost done, I'm pretty
Not
sure.
some romantic fantasy
Almost
fairy-
done?
Read it.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You
Motherfucker,
said
we are
that
not
you were
almost done.
Here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill. But
So guys, is that like how I always sound like during the live streams?
You
Jesus
said
Christ,
I
it's so loud.
kept my promise.
Like no matter how low I turn it down, it sounds loud no matter
That's
what.
the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never.
I guess
said
that's how it
you
happens.
weren't
I don't
able
know.
to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in.
You.
So Toko the body slam lunge backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but the next second.
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see? Yes. What the? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill.
What the fuck is this?
Oh God, what that tongue? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one small.
But seriously, what the fuck is happening?
Fine sound and murderous body.
This one is so different from the
I am just like so utterly confused.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun.
This is the murderous theme. Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for us. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you.
The fuck is
This
that?
murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very big. I'm sorry. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe. I was right about that, but something's bothering me. I need about all this. I don't know. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
say that, but do you really expect any of us to?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Shoot!
Sorry, but I...
You say that, but
Perhaps if you had an
Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack case.
How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of... Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
The fact they know these big ass brands and a
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that. In a way that there are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack case. I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head.
ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was...
I got it! Do you remember what they used some kind of rope to hang her up by her...
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp...
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the array. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac is crazy.
Are you referring...
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each. There's a pattern there. Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
That little lolly girl is crazy. Like the genocide you refer to as the little lolly girl. It's probably from Jack control to fit. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is here figure out why you could have Chihiro.
I got it! Is it because...
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had...
They were all... guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little... I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl! And the movie side of me just hates it! But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and...
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in this...
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the...
Are you sure about that?
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can, you gutter dogs. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be in it?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat kill.
They're gonna copy the 10 Jack cases. Oh shit. Yep.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file.
I thought you knew.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason
Shot!
the
Anyways.
theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on...
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on... Then I must ask. When would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little... You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what the victim was? Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the...
Nothing strange about that. On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it?
Alright, it's out here. Yes, I'd like to hear more about this. And then we're gonna have something called the truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the toggle button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized fake will only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it'll disappear from your truth cylinder. However, use the flash feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a live question, if you load the truth bullets. See if you can view my screen now.
The victim was Chihiro. So, of course, I would suggest there was no time. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you. So, you said that he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely, that's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room.
There was no time. What's so strange? You wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity to that's a natural
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
So, of course, I would... There was no time. What's so strange? You wish you'd taken me with you.
True flashback.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of, but he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a...
So, of course, I would... There was no time. What's so strange? You wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the file.
Shoot!
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found it, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a
Natural reaction for any guy.
The victim
The skill we got from Taco. It give us 2 extra hearts.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that, because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim...
Whatever, Taka, Taco, Taki.
good answer.
I don't care.
Must admit.
Taquito.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead.
Go back to that too. Like he doesn't even care. I got him cornered, but I didn't like it was nothing to do with him.
You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Take care.
Oh?
Fine, I'll stay right here. Yep.